Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks. And last night I made a video where I brought some tools into the workspace. And I stated in that video that I normally wouldn't do this, but in this case you might want to do this. I draw a lot of maps and I have to critique it. And I really need to find a kind of like a bad spot on this map, but don't really have one. But as you see, as you zoom in, those key the icons that you've brought in are right there. So let's say there is a bad spot right here. This is the shape tool and the smoothing tool, and the smoothing tool didn't come out till 2018. So if you don't have it, this won't help you very much, but it'll give you some ideas for other shapes. So I've got a bad spot right there that might literally cut out. So I want to get the shape tool. Instead of going up here to the shape tool and then going down through the flyout to get the smooth tool, I get the shape tool right there, and I can click on my item and I can move some nodes around with my shape tool. Like if I want to move that node around, do anything I want, and then move that node around, and then I want to get the smoothing tool, I just click on the smoothing tool, and then I can smooth that out. Then if I want the shape tool back, it's right there, and I can make that a little wider. Now my smoothing tool was too big. Let's make it 20.25. 0.25. Well, evidently my numbers were locked. 0.25, and then I've got a smoothing tool that's a smaller tool. But then if I wanted to get the shape tool back, boom, it's right there. And then you could turn this, into a line, which you wouldn't want to do. But you could use the handles, you could turn it into a cusp, and then just move one handle. And then I want the smoothing tool back. That's the advantage to this. You could smooth out some parts as you're moving around, and you wouldn't have to go back and forth between the two. Now, how I did that, I don't want them anymore. I'm through with them. I'm going to X them out. And how I did them, and the reason I made that video last night, is there's, normally you have to go to tools and find them. But if you just go to your shape tool, hold down the Control and the Alt button, and just drag it out. Then I want the smoothing tool, click on it, and you can put it side by side, or you can drop it in there, and there'll be two. Let's see if we can't drop it in there. Get the smoothing tool. Whoop. And you can put it right inside each other. So now you've got two toolbars on a little toolbar. Now, if you need to zoom in and out, you need to kind of place them where you want them. And like I said, you could grab it and hold down the Control and the Alt key, or just delete them and start over. So let's do that again. Holding down the Alt key and the Control key, you could put it wherever you wanted, and that would be, good enough. And then get the smoothing tool and then just bring it out, and you can set it right on top of each other. So you can put 2 or 3 or 4 tools in that little toolbar, and then I would put it kind of where you want. It's not really there. It won't get in the way you're drawing, but it's always right there. And then, of course, you could always use your pan tool. After you've got it zoomed in, you could pan around, and those toolbars will always be in the center or wherever you placed them. So let's do one more. Let me see if I can find another, not really a bad spot, but let's get back to the zoom tool, or just hit the letter Z. And we could zoom in quite a bit out. Maybe this corner here is not sharp enough. So that's my shape tool. I'm going to click on it and get my shape tool and maybe do that. do that, make them a little less sharp, and that's good enough. But if you have 2008 or above, you can grab the smoothing tool and you can smooth out those parts. You got to be clicked on that line for it to work. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.